Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the importance of a little pill. I hope to show you how to properly and effectively give medicine, even though this may not directly apply to you. I hope to inform you how to give enzymes to someone who is pancreatic insufficient. I've talked about Raven before in my previous speeches, and she has cystic fibrosis, and this is just her everyday life because she has to take these pills before she eats. So I've basically become a pro at this because I see her all the time, and when I pick her up from school sometimes, she demands a Happy Meal. I've become such a pro at it that I can actually do it in my car. This probably seems crazy, but this is really just the normal life of someone who is living with cystic fibrosis. We all eat multiple times a day, but we really never think about having to take pills before we eat so that our bodies can absorb the nutrients and fats from the foods. Before I talk to you about the enzymes and how to properly give them, I just want to give you a little background information on cystic fibrosis because it just shows the importance of the little pills. So cystic fibrosis is a progressive terminal illness that affects the lungs and digestive system. When someone is born with cystic fibrosis, they're born pancreatic insufficient, also known as PI, which basically in simpler terms means their pancreas does not work. So since they're PI, it means they can't absorb the fats and nutrients from the foods that they eat throughout the day. So they end up having to take these pills called enzymes to help absorb the nutrients and fats. And if you take too many enzymes, you can get stomach pains and constipation. And if you take too little, you will basically be on the bathroom all day. So let's start the process. The first step is just to get all your materials together, which is the enzymes, which there's two types, but she took these when she was younger, but now that she grew in height and weight, she now takes these because the dosage went up. So these are called Zenpep. So these are the ones that she's taking now. And you need a spoon and peanut butter. She is 3, so she loves peanut butter, and it's just something sticky that the pills can take, but when you're older, older CF patients just take it normally. So now that you have all your materials, you're pretty much ready to go. So step 2 is to open up your peanut butter and get a decent amount on your spoon because you want all the little pills to stay on. So this is a pretty good, generous amount that the enzymes will stick to. So then next is probably the trickiest part about this whole thing. You can just set your spoon down, and you just have to be really careful because these are kind of tricky. So if you open it up from the middle, which I definitely do not recommend, they're a little tough, so you just have to be a little patient and just really push them open. They kind of, see, if you open it from the middle, they kind of fall all over the place. So I would not recommend doing that. Your best bet is to open it from the very top and hold it straight up so the pills don't come out, nice and carefully, and then see, just like that, so they don't fall. So then your next step is to pick up your spoon and carefully put the enzymes on, get them all on there, and just I usually just push them down a little bit so they don't fall off. So now that they're nicely on your peanut butter on the spoon, your last and final step is basically just to give them to your patient. So that is how you put enzymes on a spoon and give them to someone with cystic fibrosis. So I know this was probably a different kind of demonstration process, but CF is super important to me, so I thought it would just be a good idea to show you guys how to do something like that since enzymes are super important to someone with cystic fibrosis. And we take little things in life for granted, like not having to take a pill and worry about the dosage every time before you eat. So I just thought it was very important. So here we go. Thank you.